Hi, I'm Dan Vaida, film and stage actor from Transylvania, Romania, who moved to North America to pursue my career in acting. Today I want to talk about dreamers. Dreaming is good as long as it's backed up by consistent and focused action that hopefully leads to fulfilling or materializing that dream. Definitely it's a good thing. But I want to talk about things that we need to watch out for because it can hurt us. I'm talking about dreamers. And what I mean by that, I mean that it's a business, it's an industry, a field that attracts a lot of them. A lot of them who seem like they're people who are very responsible and they know what they're doing, and it might hurt you. And it's not that they want to hurt you; they mean well. They're people with good intentions, but just things can go south with them. And this is what I mean. For example, and I speak from experience, I met guys who were in their late 50s, early 60s, maybe retired or almost retired. They had a successful life behind them. They raise good kids. They run successful businesses. They raise families. Very personable people with you wouldn't have. They won't raise any red flags at all. And then, after spending all their life doing some career, some business, they want to go back to their first love, which is acting or filmmaking or stage production, stage plays. And I think it's because they got the confidence from being successful in other areas of life or business. They think they can do it here too. And because they waited for so long, they jump right into producing a big film. For example, I know a guy who was trying to make a film, an independent film. He was thinking about having a budget. I know it's a small budget, but still for him was a lot of money, a few millions of dollars. In Hollywood, that's a small budget. But there's some serious money. I don't have $2 million, $3 million in my pocket. I know it's hard to believe, but I don't. And not a lot of people do, I think. And he was trying not only to make a long feature film with a budget of few millions of dollars, he was also trying to bring a big name from Hollywood to be part of his movie, an A-list. I'm not going to name that guy. So he had a specific actor in mind. And I auditioned for this guy for a different project, but a still big project who was supposed to be shot in 3-4 countries. And I also got the call back. And then the project didn't go anywhere. First of all, there are legal implications that you have to be aware of. Otherwise, you'll have difficulties down the road. But the main point, my main point here is, if you haven't produced a short film yet, like a 5 minutes short film, don't jump right away and plan on making a movie that's $3 million. The cost of it is $3 million, and you want to bring so-and-so from Hollywood to be in your movie. And this producer was going on business meetings with some big LA executives, and there are meetings after meetings. Those guys will meet everyone. Like it's okay, not everyone. I'm exaggerating, but they'll meet people. But doesn't mean they're going to give you the money for the film. If you have nothing under your belt, nothing as a filmmaker, why would you think, after running successful businesses, it's funny. It's funny, but it's actually happening. And you have to be careful not to rely, try to look that person up. So that's the solution to this problem. See, because you might go for an audition, you might get a call back, you might think you have your expectations high. Keep your expectations low. That's the number one thing. Keep the expectations low. And also look this person up on IMDb. And don't be afraid to ask them, oh, what else did you do? Okay, I'm going to work with you. Show me some previous work you've done. What else? Because you'll run into those people, and you might say no to maybe a smaller project that has a higher chance of being done and accomplished. You might say no to that one because you want to go for the big project that sounds so fancy and good, and in fact goes nowhere. And again, those guys are guys who are articulate, they mean well, and again, I'm talking from experience. They've done well in life in general so far, but for some reason they think they can do it here right away, and it's a process to this show business. You have to take it step by step and be patient and put your time, and it's not going to happen overnight for almost anyone. And another example that I have, it's when this happens in theater, and that can harm you even more. Again, I had another example with a guy. I booked a theater gig. It was a comedy. I think I was supposed to play 3 parts, like 3 leads. And he was paying us for the rehearsals, which usually rehearsals are not paid. He booked 5 or 6 theaters, like months in advance. Long story short, seeing that 3 months before the date of the premiere, he was not selling tickets, because usually you sell tickets at the door. Like, you won't sell tickets 3 months in advance if nobody knows you, if you're not a huge name, or it's a huge Broadway show, or it's something huge. You got to be realistic. But I saw a guy who's like 70 years old, super nice, super intelligent, super articulate, again, who did well in life so far. And I said, I've done some research on the guy, to be honest. I asked people around. But still, the guy didn't know what he was doing. But I signed a contract with him, and I blocked off all my evenings for the next 3 or 4 months. So I couldn't, I was not working my day job in the evening, just so I'm available for his rehearsals and for his shows. And after we rehearsed for 3 weeks, he paid us for everything we did, so no complaints on that. But he canceled the whole show. He panicked. He was not aware of how much work it's required to produce a theater show of that caliber, because we were about to be on tour for like 2 months almost, and was, I don't know, 10 people in the cast. So he canceled everything, and he said he's overwhelmed. He doesn't want to get a heart attack. I fully understand him, and I supported his decision. But I turned down opportunities when in this particular case was my day job, but that was a money losing situation for me, thinking that this guy will actually follow through his plan. And it didn't happen. He did not know what he's doing. He did not know what he's getting himself into, and I didn't necessarily see it coming. That's why I said yes, and I signed everything. And the solution here is, if you're going to go and be involved with a stage production, and they want you to commit for the next 3 or 4 months, and you sign a contract with them, then ask them to pay you 50% of the whole amount down. I was about to make like $25,000 with the play, which is unheard of. So he was over the top optimistic. Yeah, just ask for 50% of the money down. So just pay me now. Just don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Don't be shy about it. If you're shy, you'll die starving. It's a saying in Romanian. The shy person dies of starvation. It's very true. So don't be that shy person who dies of starvation. It's not worth it. And yeah, say, you know what, I don't really know who you are. You're not a reputable company. Just say it to their face. It's a business. There's nothing personal about that. It is what it is. I have bills to pay. I have a stomach that needs some food. Sadly, this is how stomach operates. So just ask for, you're not reputable, buddy. I don't know. There's nothing next to your name. So if you want me to work with you and to commit for that amount of time, go ahead and pay me 50% of the money, or 60%, 70%, whatever. If he says no, then you know you didn't get a deal, but it's fine. Versus regretting saying yes, regretting later. And what he should have done, he should have started with to book one theater. Start small, start humble. Don't try to be a big shark right away. This is just stupid. Just don't do that. It's hurting you and it's hurting other people. So that's his mistake. You know, we all make mistakes. No judgment here. I made mistakes in life and I'll continue to make them because I'm human. But that's the solution. Just watch out who you're working with, what's on their resume. If it sounds big and too good to be true and the person has no track record, just be very, very, very careful because they do not know what they're doing, but they sound like they do. That's the key. So that was my wonderful advice for you today. I think it's very, very, very valuable. I wish I knew this ahead of time. I learned it the hard way. I'm giving it to you for free. So like the video, share, subscribe. That's how you can support me. Subscribe to my channel. Also press the notification bell to be notified every single time I'm posting an amazing video just like this one. Thank you for watching and see you next time.